All right, so UFC 311 went down at the weekend. Islam Makhachev apparently is the pound-for-pound greatest fighter in the world because he took out Renato Moicano in stunning fashion in the very first round.
You happy? Is everybody happy now?
By the way, who does everyone fight next? Because we saw 2 title fights, we saw a lot of contenders, and we got a lot of storylines, and there's future fights to make. So, Islam Makhachev, as I said, submitted Renato Moicano 4 minutes, 5 seconds into the first round, got a hold of him, 1 takedown, Bravo choke, that was it, boom, he tapped.
And I clearly felt the tap.
Paddy Pimblett went out, he talked a ton of shit, he said, what are you doing?
Go asleep, lad. Go out on your shield.
What kind of pussy are you? You don't tap. All that's going to happen is you're going to go to sleep. And Renato Moicano is not happy. He says that Paddy Pimblett has had everything given to him. He's one of these silver spoon fighters from the UFC that gets looked after, taken care of, and matched up friendly. Well, guess what? That is the fight to make.
I have a name that everybody wants to see a fight. Renato Moicano!
That's a quick turnaround. That's about 2 months away, sure. But Renato had a full camp, went out there, took no damage, got submitted really quickly, took no damage. He'll be good to go, okay? Parlay it into another fight. Fly over to London. The man lit up Paris. He was phenomenal. He just got caught by the pound-for-pound king right now. Make of that what you will. So yeah, there you go. Moicano versus Paddy the Baddy. Take my money, sign me up. I hope that one happens. Islam Makhachev. What do we do with this guy next? Is he the pound-for-pound greatest? I don't know. But I'll tell you what, when you look at what he's done, when you look at what he's doing and the frequency in which he's fighting, there's certainly a good case for that. But who does he fight next? Well, as we know, Dana came out and said it will not be Arman Sarukian.
He's going back to the drawing board.
Arman claimed that he had a problem with the sciatic nerve, I believe. Dana White, it seems from the post-fight presser that they weren't buying that. But it doesn't matter. Look, listen, at the end of the day, when you're putting on a massive fight like this, when you're renting out a $2.5 billion arena, the Intuit Dome, and then the main event drops out, okay, that hurts people's faith in you. I put on some small shows called Tales from the Octagon. At the last one, I had Tom Aspinall and some other fighters on there. If Tom Aspinall backed out last minute on the day pretty much, or the day before, I said, you know what, mate, I can't do it. When I did another Tales from the Octagon, I wouldn't be quite so quick to book Tom Aspinall, okay? Because he let me down. That's all it is, okay? So he's just got to restore a little bit of faith. So who steps into the fold? Well, one of the most exciting fights that we've ever seen in all of combat sports. Step in, do Bronx, Charles Oliveira. Make the rematch happen, okay? The first one, yeah, of course, Islam smoked him, okay? Submitted him in the second round. But every single fight is different. But I'm telling you right now, there will be some appetite for that fight. Moving on, Merab Dvalishvili got the job done. Took out Umar Nurmagomedov. So who does he fight? Well, Sean O'Malley's number 1. Petr Yan's number 2. He just got back to winning ways over the number 5 Davison Figueiredo. Corey Sandhagen just got beat off Umar. Marlon Vera's sitting there at number 6. Henry Cejudo's fighting Song Yudong in Seattle in a few weeks. So it's none of those guys. So who is it? Sugar Sean O'Malley. That's the pick. But apparently, according to Aljamain Sterling, that would be a tough sell. Well, I'm telling you right now, out of all of those people, there is a little bit of a storyline there. Sugar Sean O'Malley, regardless of what some of his contemporaries think about him, the man is a draw. And he has an exciting style. And he went to a decision with Merab and he clearly lost. But out of all those people, that would be the person right now that I would say. So there it is. There's the rematch. There it is for Merab Dvalishvili. And that'll be a big payday. He's the champion now. He's not the challenger. He will get pay-per-view points. He'll get paid millions of dollars. And the man bloody well deserves it. But who does Umar Nurmagomedov go up against? Okay, that's the real question. Could it be a rematch? Some people talking about that. No way. He just got beat, okay? Yeah, relatively close fight, but you don't get an immediate rematch. What does he do? He goes up against who I mentioned before, Petr Yan. Petr Yan just beat Davison Figueiredo. Great fight out there in China, Macau. I was there. That's the matchup. Umar Nurmagomedov taking on Petr Yan, the former champion. So, Jiri Prochazka, Jamahal Hill. What a fight that was between the two of them. Incredible stuff. Jiri Prochazka wants to fight Alex Pereira again.
Man, I want to
third fight with Alex Pereira.
I think that's a little bit too early. As we know, Pereira's going to fight Magomed Ankalaev. In the meantime, what does Jiri Prochazka do? Listen, of course, he wants to fight Jiri for a third time. But if he loses, that's that. He's never getting another shot. Simple as that. So he showed some improvements with the hands up and the defense and the head movement and the rolling, okay? But continue to evolve, okay? Continue to improve in those areas. Have another fight. Maybe have another two. But who would the next one be against? Well, former champion Jan Blachowicz is fighting Carlos Ulberg at UFC London. Jiri Prochazka should be there. And whoever wins between Ulberg and Jan Blachowicz, that's the matchup. Simple as that. And Jamahal Hill, well, it's very simple. Last time, Jamal fought Alex Pereira for the belt. Alex Pereira's last opponent was Khalil Roundtree Jr. Two strikers that will stand there and go toe-to-toe. That's the matchup. Jamahal Hill taking on Khalil Roundtree Jr. Right, moving on. Jailton Almeida went out there and wiped the floor with Sergey Spivak. Got taken down early, hit a sweep, got to his feet, cracked him with some right hands and finished him with the ground and pound. Beautiful stuff. And Jailton Almeida currently is ranked number 6. So who does he go up against? Well, it ain't going to be Tom Aspinall. Okay, I know he called him out. Shoot your shot. I respect that, brother. But that ain't going to happen. John Jones, Tom Aspinall, it's got to go down this year. Cyril Gane's at number 2. He called him out as well. I don't think that's the fight to make just now. Although it would make sense and I would like to see it, but I don't think that one happens. The matchup that could happen, that should happen, that I think will happen, Alexander Volkov. We saw him, he went out there, he beat Sergey Pavlovich. He's improving all the time. He's getting his hair combed in between rounds. He's looking like the Fonzie. He's quick, he's slick, he's tall, he's long. Match him up with the one and only Jailton Almeida. And who else? The polar bear. Who does he go up against? Well, very simple as well. Curtis Blaze, the person that beat Jailton Almeida the first time in the UFC. Sergey Spivak, Jailton Almeida, the show must go on. Who we got next? Renier de Ridder. Choked out Kevin Holland. Beautiful performance. Calling for people in the rankings. Calling for people in the top 5. Calling out some of the best in the world. But slow your roll, buddy. You've had 2 wins in the UFC. Yes, both finishes, both impresses, of course. Gerald Meerschaert, first time, beat him in his own game. This time went out there against Kevin Holland, got the job done in the first round. But you haven't fought anybody ranked yet. I say introduce him to the rankings. Welcome him to the top 15. Put him up against the one and only Mr. Backflip himself as he's walking to the octagon, Michel Pereira. And Kevin Holland, who does he fight? Stick him in there with Quinton Rampage Jackson. See what happens there. I'm joking, by the way, Kevin. I am a fan of your work, but, you know, you were chatting some shit there, buddy. But anyway, all the best to you. Who does Kevin Holland fight next? Well, if he wants to continue fighting in the middleweight division or the welterweight division, and we don't know what that's going to be. And that is kind of the problem with the inconsistency. He's bouncing up and down, 185 to 170. That's not easy to do. I believe Kevin Holland still has a future in this sport, and I still think he can sell tickets, put on amazing fights, and still win some fights. But it doesn't matter. Whoever it is next, he's got to win. So the question is, what weight division does he fight at, and what opponent would you like to see? Because right now, I'm looking at the rankings. I don't think anyone in the top 15 would be fitting right now. So who do you want to see Kevin Holland fight next? I'm going to leave that to you to decide. Let me know what you think of my matchups that they should fight next. I think they make a lot of sense. I mean, Sean Shelby, McMahon, careful guys, I'm coming for your jobs. Anyway, thanks for watching. Subscribe, ring the bell. Members videos dropping every day. If you haven't signed up to the membership program, what are you even doing with your life? Anyway, thanks for watching. Leave a comment. See you soon. Take care.